Team India steamrolled Australia and have taken an unassailable 2-0 lead in the ongoing ODI series against them. But what stood out in the second ODI that India won on Sunday was the middle order of Shreyas Iyer, Rahul and Suryakumar Yadav going berserk. The star Indian trio, whose inclusion in India's ODI World Cup squad was a topic of debate considering what preceded their selection, have found form just in time. But this isn't to say that the doubts were not justified. The debate was definitely legit and questions were asked rightly so. Before the Asia Cup, which India won, KL Rahul had just returned from injury. Shreyas Iyer too hadn't touched the bat in almost a year. So naturally, questions were raised over their selection for the World Cup considering their long absence and the lack of action. Suryakumar's ODI numbers have been debatable too, with the Mumbai Indians star not clicking for Team India in the 50-over format. But what has followed since this debate began is nothing short of a miracle for Team India. Credit where it's due. The trio were under enormous pressure to justify their selection, and with all of them carrying their own baggage, they have just turned it around, and how. KL Rahul was in great touch during the Asia Cup, and his innings against a world-class Pakistani bowling attack was simply remarkable. The next day after this blitzkrieg, Rahul returned to the stadium and played a vital knock against Sri Lanka. The conditions were trying for batters, and Rahul's patient 39 proved vital in India registering a 41-run victory against Sri Lanka and sailing into the Asia Cup final with a game to spare. If this is Rahul's comeback story, Shreyas Iyer's century against Australia in the second ODI was quite masterful. Yes, the pitch aided the team batting first, and it was just as flat as the newly constructed road, but the fact that two out-of-touch batters have peaked right before the World Cup against a team like Australia is certainly welcome news for the men in blue. Imagine picking a middle-order trio of two players returning from injury and one with a dismal ODI record. Quite a gamble, isn't it? But somehow, this now seems likely to pay off for India when the World Cup kicks off in October. Rhythm is quite important for any batter to find form, and this is what translates into runs eventually. This is precisely what these three seem to have found right before the World Cup, and Rahul Dravid and Rohit Sharma will be two relieved men when India take on Australia again on October 8 in Chennai.
Subscribe to the Federal's YouTube page for more news and updates.